welcome to another episode of The Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. Lexie Hull. Lexie Hull is a fan favorite for Indiana Fever fans, that is. And right now, Lexie is playing in Unrivaled. She is on the Rose BC team, and that team is in second place, second only to the Lunar Owls. Hootie-hoo! A hootie-hoo! The Lunar Owls, led by Nafisa Collier, and that team has only had one loss. Dominant. There's quite a distance between number one Lunar Owls and number two Rose BC. But again, Lexie's on Rose BC. I've been hard on Lexie during Unrivaled offensive-wise because, well, I've said at times, just let me admit it, confess it. I'm like, y'all heard me say it in the live streams. Why are you stinking up the court, Lexie? Lexie, you're stinking up the court. Why are you missing so many shots? So I've been hard on her when I felt it was deserved. Now, originally, you might know I did video about how they had her parked on the bench. And then when she played more minutes, they were able to win. Anyway, it's been a while since that video and that commentary. But I still see times offensively where I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Lisa Leslie chimed in on it the other day with some criticism about Lexie, and some people on social media noticed it and commented on it. So let's go on over to X and look at some of these. So look at the comment Lisa Leslie said, and then some of the comments about what Lisa Leslie said. Someone named Angelica posted, "Lisa be so shady without knowing. Quote, I don't understand how Lexie can be such an excellent three-point shooter and miss all these shots." And somebody else, ARS CHANNEL said, "Lisa Leslie is over Lexie. Lexie Hull, I don't know how it's possible for her to be a great three-point shooter and miss so many shots." And then ARS CHANNEL said, "Same, Lisa, same." So she agrees with that. Judy Jones chimed in and said, I don't know why she can't convert her shots. I guess the same reason Angel misses so many. Some just get into shooting slumps." And now Kimberly on X said, "Yo, Lisa Leslie is frying Lexie Hull on commentary. Ken Swift, love Lexie, but Lisa calls balls and strikes on everyone equally. If you want her off your back, play better." If you click on those comments, you'll find that some people said, no, she's not calling everybody equally. But Ken says, hey, Lexie needs to play better. Someone said, I don't know why she's all of a sudden sucking in Unrivaled. She was much better during the 2024 season. Then the racial idolatry shows up. Love it. About time the racism goes both ways and these white girls get called out too. Oh my goodness, please. Guys, get some help. Then Madam, I'm not even going to say this name, said, not a lie was told either. And someone's TBO, she was tearing her up, but it wasn't a lie. And MD Giles, I had to look up her averages at the game last night because I don't remember ever seeing her hit a shot. LOL. Then Eric Major said, as she should, meaning Lisa Leslie should fry her. She don't miss in those Fever games. All right. So Junaid, she ain't wrong. Lexie sucks. She posted. So there's a lot of criticism Lexie is getting. Like I said, I've criticized her too. Not quite like some of those things that I've seen, but some people are like, she's not lying. So yeah, Lexie has offensively not looked good to me. But I will say this, she is doing some things different that we didn't really get to see her do in the 2024 WNBA season. She was driving to the basket a little bit, but not much. She'd kind of drive and then do that circle around and come back out. She's doing some of that too, but she's being more aggressive, trying to dribble to the basket as well. Her shots just not been falling. She's been missing layups, missing long range shots. She's had some good moments, but she's, sometimes I'm just like, Lexie, what is going on offensively? I want to make that clear because the same Lisa Leslie who commented on, I don't know why she's missing so many shots. Of course, everybody else, is going to blow that up because it's Lisa Leslie who said it, right? A legend. But as much as Lisa Leslie pointed that out in that moment, offense wise, Lisa Leslie has time and time again, I've heard her compliment Lexie Hull and the way she plays defense. Because let me tell you right now, I don't want to go to basketball battle without a Lexie Hull. And Lisa Leslie acknowledges this. This is Lexie Hull's bread and butter. Her grit, her grind, her defense, her desire to do any and everything. Things that don't show up on the stat sheet. So, for example, let's just take a moment and go back to the offense. Let's go to the Unrivaled page, and we're going to take a look at Lexie's stats, first of all. Then we're going to go back into her defense. Here is the Unrivaled site, and I'm going to go over to the stats, player stats. And if you see Nafisa Collier, as I always say, a grown woman among little girls, she's leading. And to find Lexie in the player stats, you got to go all the way down, There are 39 players on this list. Lexie Hull is over here at 36. She's played in the 14 games, and she's averaging 11 and a half minutes per game. And she has, as far as points, 6.2 points per game. And so again, not a whole lot of points there, which it stands out because folks are just jacking up shots, many of them without a conscience in Unrivaled. So 6.2 points per game. Let's go to her rebounds. 3 rebounds per game. And then over here, her assists are, I'm sorry to go up and down like this. It's that's the only way I can see the whole thing without making the screen super, super small. But 1.6 assists per game as far as steals, a half a steal a game, and then it goes into blocks, turnovers, all that. Anyway, just wanted to point out she's way down here on the bottom, 6.2 points per game. Let's go back to talking about her defense. Lisa Leslie chimed in on her defense, and this is what she had to say about it. People are commenting on what Lisa Leslie said on social media also, but I'm over at Sportskeeda. Headline is Lisa Leslie makes her feelings crystal clear on Indiana Fever's $88,261 stars defensive prowess. Man, why they had to shout her salary all like that? Is that important for this particular article? Anyway, and Lisa Leslie said, on the streets, we call it a dog. And I want to just go down to one quote here. It says, before the quote, Lisa Leslie spoke openly about Hull's defensive prowess, which has been a key factor in Rose BC's success in the 3-on-3 Unrivaled so far. During Rose BC's game against the Lunar Owls on Friday, Leslie commended the former Stanford standout for her relentless commitment to defense and her willingness to do the tough, gritty work on the court. And the quote is, on the street, we call it a dog. A dog. You either got it or you don't. And Lexie Hull's got it, Leslie said. I personally, that term dog is kind of irritating to me, but that's a side note. I know what she means. You know what she means. And as far as what she means, it's the absolute truth. On the streets, or as I say, on the streets, we call it a dog. A dog. Either you got it or you don't. And Lexie Hull's got it, Leslie said. And this is why I say, I don't want to go to basketball battle without Lexie Hull. So I know that I have been hard on Lexie Hull because she's been missing shots. But I got to tell you, the defense she brings, if you're wondering, well, what's Lexie Hull's place going to be on this team that has really upgraded for this 2025 season? I'm saying that what Lexie brings is not something you want to do without. Even if her shot never falls. And I hope it does. And we've seen it fall. And 3-on-3 is not the same as 5-on-5. But a wide open shot is a wide open shot, right? Be that as it may, the defense she brings to the Fever is the defense she is bringing to Unrivaled. I have a feeling that if she came with me back to where I played basketball growing up, Lexie Hull would be out there with the youngins. And what would she be doing? She would be scrapping on defense. Don't sleep on Lexie Hull's value to this team. It is immeasurable, in my opinion. Yes, there are other players who play defense and can get you 15 points a night. I don't know many people, as I've seen basketball throughout the 2024 WNBA season, as I've seen basketball through Unrivaled, as I've seen basketball everywhere for as long as I can remember, you don't find every player willing to do what Lexie Hull does in the way that she does it relentlessly. And as someone said in the live stream on Monday night, in my live stream, they wrote, I don't think I've ever seen Lexie Hull winded. We've been talking about the stamina. We've been talking about the conditioning. Lexie Hull, everybody can be running up and down the court 15 times. Lexie comes in chewing her gum and busting people down on defense. So what I want to do is I recorded from my television. I went to Max where I watch the Unrivaled game sometimes, and you can play it back. So I went and I looked for a couple key points because I want to point out how valuable Lexie Hull is, because we don't need to get it twisted. Even when her shot's not falling, even when she's driving to the basket and that's not working well, and we want that to work better, and it will, because she about to get up out of Unrivaled and get back home and get in the gym with Keith Porter and others. And I expect Lexie Hull's going to do some things, even offensively. But defensively, let's take a look at what I recorded from the television. I'm going to stop along the way and show you some things, point some things out that we need to keep in mind. I'm going to play this through first, I think, before I stop and say anything. I might change my mind along the way. But let's just take a look. Keep your eyes on Lexie Hull. That's Aaliyah. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. I want you to watch. Back that up. You see Lexie Hull right here from the start. She's defending the inbounder. She follows her. That's the handoff. Lexie fights through. Aaliyah Boston is the one setting the screen right here. Lexie fights through. Got a hand up. Look at that hand right up. Gets on the other side of her. In her face. Leah Boston with the screen. She gets over the screen. Step back from Ryan Howard. Lexie Hull backs up a little bit. Recovers very quickly. Gets a hand up. Shot is missed. Now, if you think she just missed that shot, then you don't understand Lexie Hull's defense. Lexie is a hound. She's an absolute hound. So I guess if you want to call her a dog, she's a dog. But she's going to hound you. She's all over. She's fighting through screens. She's leading you one way or the other with her body. So after the miss, thanks to Lexie Hull, Vinyl gets the offensive rebound. So work's not over. Aaliyah Boston goes hard to the basket, up and under, scores. That's a good look. So they get it in. And what does Chelsea Gray do? She sees Lexie Hull streaking down the floor. No misses from Lexie this time. Gets that layup. But look at her right here. Look, this is what I'm saying. So she doesn't give up. She's relentless. She doesn't celebrate that she made a layup. She doesn't celebrate that she was a part of the stop on the other end. After you get the stop, this is what we're going to see from the Indiana Fever. And we saw last season. When you get a defensive stop, you get down the court because a good point guard is going to find you. And she found her, but Lexie didn't celebrate. Soon as she scores, she gets back in and she's already got a hand up. Already got a hand up, already trying to stop a pass from coming in. Lexie Hull. And so now on this end of the floor, she's not tired. She's not breathing heavy. She's on Ryan Howard again. And notice her body. This isn't a separate lesson that I'm probably going to do with the members of the channel, but she's leading her. She's not straight left and right. Right? She's more parallel to the sideline as she should be. Anyway, so here she is. She's got nice and low, hands out, stance wide, hands out, gets past. What does she do? She's backing off a little bit. Why? So she can help on defense. She sees her man. Excuse me for those of you who think we're supposed to say the ladies. This is old basketball talk. She sees her man. She sees the ball. She's right there. She can help if she needs to. And watch. It's exactly what she does. She comes to help. Her old teammate from the Fever leaves her man here so she can come and help. And she's the one who deflects that pass. She hits the floor because she deflected that from Aaliyah, which means her teammate, Adrienne Stevens, can pick it up. And then Lexie gets up and busts her tail down the floor. But watch this. I cut it off before you could see it because Chelsea Gray drained that shot. My point being, Lexie Hull, I showed you the stat sheet. What she just did there, it's not giving her an assist. Although she assisted this basket, but she's not going to get the assist for that, right? Because she played great defense also on Ryan Howard. She's not going to get extra points because she fell on the floor after she deflected the pass. And again, no assist for her. But you saw right there a couple up and downs on the floor, a change of hand, the ball changing hands, even when it stayed down on the other end. And Lexie Hull is still doing her thing. And once she scores, she ain't celebrating and all this stuff. What does she do? Get a hand up because she's automatically thinking defense. Like I said, I don't want to go to basketball battle without a Lexie Hull. Okay, here's the next one. I want you to pay close attention as I play this through. She's over there in the corner. And look at her. Look at her. I'm going to stop this right here. Oh, let me show the rest of it. Okay, now we can stop it. So now let's go back just a little bit and see what happens. Adrienne, first of all, you've got Lexie Hull over here in the, not quite in the corner. It's more a little bit between the wing and the corner here. She's calling for the ball. At least she's ready for the ball. We've got two people right here. You got Lexie, who's a shooter here. Ray Burrell is guarding her. I'd like to see her get the pass there. She doesn't get the pass, but that doesn't stop her. Shot goes up. Lexie's already going for it. And what does she do? Tracks it down all the way over there. Now, how many people do you see who over here to get a shot, you don't get the pass, ball goes up, you are all the way already on the other side and diving for the ball? Already. Diving for the ball. From one side of the court to the other side of the court. Lexie Hull. So here is another one. Look at that. We got to look at this again. And again, these kinds of things don't often show up on a stat sheet. But first of all, there she is, and she's got to fight through to follow because Leah Boston is setting the screen. She's got to work her way through the sandwich to get to Ryan Howard, hand up, ready to slide her feet, slide. She seems like she's beat. She just runs, catches up, hand up. Look at her chest. Look at her. The law of verticality, the rule of verticality, straight up. Incredible defense, chest out, hands straight up, nice and tall. And what happens? She changes the shot. She alters what Ryan Howard wants to do. Now, she won't get any credit for that. But let me tell you, she should get credit for that. This is what Lexie does, non-stop. And this is why Lisa Leslie said what she said. Let me get it right again. On the streets, we call it a dog. A dog. You either got it or you don't. And Lexie Hull's got it. Lisa Leslie. She's right. Lexie Hull's got it. And so I just want to say, as hard as I've been on her offensively, and for good reason, I have incredible confidence. She need to get on back home after Unrivaled is over. Semifinals are on Sunday night, and she's in the semifinals. And then the championship game, if they make it that far, is on Monday. And either way, she's coming home soon and getting in the gym and working on the offense, no doubt. But that defense, yeah, they'll be working on that too. Because there's a lot of work that the team wants to make sure they put in defensively, team defense. But I'm telling you right now, let's not get it twisted. Lexie Hull brings something that this team absolutely needs. And I commend her for that. It's some people at Unrivaled looks like they're just jacking up stuff, not trying to box out, not doing the things that they know that they're supposed to do in 5-on-5 basketball. Not Lexie. She's bringing it. And this isn't the only time I heard Lisa Leslie talk about it. And I'm calling it out all the time, calling it out in a good way, of course. So y'all don't get it twisted when we get on Lexie Hull's case. And those of you on social media who are saying all kinds of stuff, y'all, don't get it twisted. Lexie Hull is an important part of this Indiana Fever team. And it's going to be great because her defense is going to lead to offense. So there. Want to make sure I get that out there. You go, Lexie. Get on home. Let's get to getting. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I'll catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.